Stop posting in uniform. Short answer, no. Long answer, I'll get into this. And I only get into this because I've seen this comment, and I'm pretty sure from your account on other creators' accounts. So let's talk about it. And we'll talk about it from like my perspective, right? As to why I do this, why I do post in uniform, and maybe that I don't even have to post in uniform, but we'll talk about it. First, we'll talk about why I do it. The majority of my day, Monday through Friday especially, is spent wearing that uniform. I record these videos mainly during chow time, actually like 99.9% during chow time, sometimes after work. But I do it during chow time because I go PT during chow. So I'll go on a run, 3.5 miles, or I'll go to the gym. And during those times is my alone time. So therefore I start thinking of things that maybe I can make a video about and hopefully pass some knowledge on to other people wearing the uniform, specifically Marines first and then everybody else second. So therefore I'm speaking to people wearing the uniform. Anybody else is just within earshot of the conversation. Secondly, I understand that the society as a whole that we live in today is generally right here on this thing that I'm holding right now. Their face is in the phone, and this is where they're getting their information from. And to that same point, the generation of today, or the younger Marines, do you think they're going on marines.mil to look up MAR admins and scour the internet for military-related news or information that is going to directly affect them? No, they're not. And we know they're not because we know junior Marines don't do that. I didn't do that as a junior Marine, and I know other junior Marines don't do that. And they're damn sure not looking up the National Defense Authorization Act and the things that are going to generally affect the entire military, as I did just last night to make the video today, which of course is the video this comment is on. And then another thing people might say is, oh, it's clout chasing. I don't give a damn about clout. Matter of fact, I actually hate that word, clout. And to add on to that point, I get asked probably once a month at minimum to go be the guest of honor or a guest speaker at some corporal's course graduation or something like that. And my response is always no. Respectfully no. Humbly no. I'm honored that you're asking me, but big dog, I can't do it and I won't do it because I don't want people to think I'm using this thing, these platforms, for self-gain in that aspect. I don't need to do that. I don't want to do that. I tell those Marines, go ask your sergeant major, go ask an NCO, go ask a gunnery sergeant, somebody that you've worked directly for that has impacted your career on a positive note in that real life aspect. Not this, not just because I make some funny or some interesting or knowledgeable videos on the internet from time to time. Now, about 3 years ago, I did do one of those talks. And after I got done, I felt terrible about it. I felt bad. I was honored to do it and honored that they asked me to do it. So I did it, not understanding or thinking of the future and how I'd feel after I did it. And I just felt wrong. So therefore, since that time, I will not do that anymore. Shit, I've been asked since I moved to North Carolina to go speak at a college. And I said no. I've been asked to be interviewed on the news, the local news network in New Bern. I said no. When I was stationed at Camp Pendleton just a couple years ago, or just within the last couple years, I was asked to be the guest of honor at a ball. And I absolutely said, no way. Never gonna happen. There's a Marine out there that was with your unit who's some freaking war hero that needs to go be invited to do that. Not this pogue right here. I make these videos, whether they be informational, knowledge, or sometimes a little bit of humor, because I enjoy it. I have fun with it. It has accessed a creative part of me that, rewind 5 years ago when this journey first started, that the day before it, if you ever asked me if I would do this type of thing, I would have laughed in your face and said no. And I wouldn't have laughed at you because I looked down upon it or anything like that. I don't care. Post what you want to post. Utilize the platform for whatever you want to utilize it for. I would have laughed because I just simply didn't think that I could do it. And I don't need the uniform either to post and get views. The most viewed videos that I have on every single platform that I post on are out of uniform. So at the end of the day, it boils down to basic convenience of when I'm going to post. It's generally when I'm wearing my uniform. Oh, and the last point that I kind of forgot to mention earlier. I don't ever ask you to like my videos. I don't ask you to follow me. I don't ask you to do any of those things. You want to like it, like it. You want to follow me, or don't. It doesn't matter. The funny thing is most of the people that I meet that come up to me on a weekly basis that say, "Oh, Master Guns, I love your videos. Thank you. I learned so much." I ask them, I say, "Hey man, do me a favor, shoot me a message. I want to follow you because I like to follow people that I meet." And a lot of the times, they're not even following me. And finally, actually, the last point, I don't take deals. I don't take endorsements. I did work with Cover Grip a little bit, Ben, the owner, because at the time, especially at the time, he's an active duty master sergeant who started a business with a product, a uniform accessory that I thought was genius and amazing. And I wanted to help that Marine, active duty at the time, build his business. And I did that out of the fucking pure love and kindness of my heart and the respect that I had for the individual who came up with the idea to make that product and get it. And now it's sold in the PX and the guy's doing great with it. And I love it. And the money made on social media, at least for me, I don't know about other people if you're out there making life-changing money, but this shit ain't life-changing at all. I promise you that.